Hi guys, today I'm going to explain how to create your first brand, how to further configure that brand, how to apply it, and then some content automations. So let's get started. Once logged in, we click on Configure, then click Brand Foundation and click Generate Guidelines. In this example, we're going to copy the URL of our website and paste it into Draft Alpha and then click Generate. So Draft Alpha is now going to create a brand identity skeleton for us, and this can take up to a minute or two. When ready, you'll be prompted with the following screen. So first you'll see the brand foundation, the mission statement, the values, vision. Then there's the brand voice and tone, the target audience. You can select and deselect whichever options you want. And then there's also a long list of writing rules. So these are our grammar rules, and these are particularly helpful for UX teams. We click Save, and that's our new brand identity stored in Draft Alpha. We can then further configure our brand by deleting or editing any of the objects within our new brand identity. If we click Writing Rules now, we can do the same here with our grammar rules. We can delete any of these rules, or we can go into specific rules and edit them. We can do the same for our target personas. And of course, the same logic applies to our tonal framework. So what's important to note is we can manually add objects into our brand identity. In this case, we're going to add a new tone of voice, call it example, add some example description, and then put something in the example area. So we click Save and we have our new tone of voice. We can edit that or simply delete it. And that is the same for personas. We can add objects manually. Same for writing rules. And of course, for brand foundation, it's the same button. So we've learned how we can build our brand identity from scratch, how we can manually configure that brand. Let's now look at how we can apply our new brand. When we click Apply Brand Guidelines, we should be prompted with the following screen. So we can take some text and paste it into Draft Alpha. We then give some custom instructions. After this, we select a specific target audience and a specific tone of voice. We select the number of copies, and we choose our LLM provider. Click Generate, and now what's happening is Draft Alpha is going to take our text, run it against our brand guidelines, and discover if there's any violations. So for the brand guideline directives, there was not. There was a couple that were applicable, there was a couple that were not applicable, and we get the reasoning behind that. It's the same logic for the writing rules. Draft Alpha will tell us whether there was any violations. There was. It'll also tell us which rules may have been applicable. There was also some rules that were applicable, and then there was rules that were not applicable in this case. And now we can see our improved copies. So we know these aren't breaking any rules. If we're happy, we give it the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Draft Alpha will start to learn what your preferences are. We can save this to our content library. So I'm going to save it as example, give it a status of active and press add copy. And that now gets added to our content library. So if I see here in the content library, it exists here. We can see that, and I'm going to also delete that now as well. So that's everything, guys. Thanks for listening.